Today we are going to talk about the truth about money. You remember the last part that we did on our first lesson? We talked about how money, so that money does not exist in trees. The government does not issue out money. Actually, today we are going to talk about how money is made. So this is how money it is made. When a bank issues a loan, then when a client comes and takes a loan, then the bank prints new money. When big banks like uh, and also United Federal Reserve, when a nation, for example, Sri Lanka, let's say Venezuela, when they go to take a loan from those banks, then when they take those loans and actually they take them, the Federal Reserve then prints the loan, and the loan is supposed to be returned back as an interest, with interest. So actually the money that we are having right now, it is a loan, and we are supposed to return it with an interest. So when you see any new money around, you should know that is a loan, and it's supposed to be paid back with interest. So today we are gonna look at a few things concerning the truth about money. We see that in this our lesson 001, being an economist means actually getting the most out of the least and getting the maximum out of the minimum. If you are recording, being an economist means getting the most out of the least or getting the maximum out of the minimum. Having recorded that, let's look at what it entails to be an economist. So anything you fail to manage, you also lose it. When you fail to manage that $1, then you lose it. But when you manage it, then you will have it. So, and also we can support that with the biblical scripture. When you actually read Matthew 5, chapter 5, verse 5, we see that blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So what do we mean by the meek? Being meek means that you are disciplined in how you handle money. You are very disciplined. When you are disciplined, you are able to manage your things. Imagine you are not disciplined. You just spend your money recklessly. You don't know how to budget. When you get money, you just throw it away. And when emergencies arises, you have nothing in your pocket. So you should know how to manage it. So let's continue with our lesson. Those with self-discipline and management skills will end up owning a property. So actually, when you manage your finances, you'll end up owning a property. For example, you as a teacher, when you are paid your money at the end of the month and you save it, then you then you allocate your budget clearly. When the money comes, if you wanted to buy a bed or a furniture, then you are able to do so because you did your planning, you managed it. But now when the money comes and you end up in clubs just drinking all day, partying, then that will not be good. You'll just spend your money up, and then you'll end up having nothing at the end of the day. So let's look at the quick path to riches in a short detail. Let's see how one can escape what we call a rat race. A rat race, it is a way of explaining a financial crisis, in that you find that a guy really works hard in a month to earn money, but when he gets the money, he spends it up because he did not save it. So he begins again from scratch. For example, you earned $100. As an economist, you are supposed to save at least $50, so that at the end of the day you can buy something that will help you make another $1. So when you do that, with time, you'll find that you do not have to work to earn the money because you already have an asset that will give you money. So you do not have to trade your time so that you can earn that money. But if you do not do that, then all the money that you have, you just buy liabilities. You buy a car, you buy things that take away your money. You are just interested in food, clothing, things that depreciate, instead of focusing on your future, on how you are going to manage your finances. Then your money ends up. Then when your money is done, you end up taking loans. And when next time your salary comes, then all the money that you have will have to go and pay that debt. So it becomes a rat race. You know the rat race, in short detail, it is you get money, you spend it up. When it is over, you start again. You spend, you start again. You spend, you start again. You see that game? It is not really good. So let's look at the board game, which is used to explain the finances. So in this board game, we have first to define certain terms, like we see here Monopoly. Monopoly is a board game. Just a minute. Monopoly is a board game which reflects a real-life game of capitalism. So, as in most cases, in places that we are, just a minute. Okay, just a minute. I'm doing this video. Wind here, but I'm just going to. So, Monopoly is a board game which reflects a real-life game of capitalism. In this game, players roll the dice, representing a chance, and move around the board buying and trading property and developing them into hotels and home. So we see that in capitalism, it is like a board game where players move around the board buying and trading. So when they move around, they are actually buying and trading, and developing whatever that they have traded, whatever that they have earned, they develop them into hotels and home. Then one player can collect rent from other opponents who are the players who are also moving around the board. So actually, when you're moving around the board buying and trading, you develop them into hotels, into homes, and those homes, then you begin to collect rent from your opponents who are. I was saying that one player moves around and collects rent from his opponents. The difference is that at the beginning of the game, each player is given a certain amount, let's say 1500 US dollars as capital startup. That is board game. To start with one must be careful on how he makes his move. It is possible he may end up in jail, or he may end up in someone's hotel or someone's property, and he may be forced to pay rent. This happens in our current situations. For example, a teacher moves around the classroom and to teach. At the end of the day, he's being paid. So it is for him to know that when he has money, he's supposed to use that money to build a house. Supposed to use that money to build a business, so that at the end of the day, he is going to collect rent from his teachers, his fellow work colleagues. If he does not do that, then he's the one who will end up paying rent. You see this game, it is very simple. When we begin the game, all of us are at the same level. But in this our capitalism right now not everybody is given financial startup, kick up. Some have to start from scratch. They do the odd jobs so that you can start up. Others, they are given inheritance. Others, they are given a grant. Others are supported by the government. Now, for those that are not supported, they are disadvantaged. You have to go to school so that you can earn a degree or a master's or a doctorate, whatever that you earn, so that you can use that certificate to get a job. And now when you get the job, that is when now you begin now to program your investment. You see that? So we are supposed to be careful. When you have that your money, you're supposed to be careful on how you spend. if you are not careful, you end up paying rent because you did not use your money to build your house. So you have to pay rent. You did not use your money, huh, to buy your food. You did not use your money well, so you'll end up you'll end up going into hotels to buy food. Instead, you could have been cooking food for yourself. So you end up paying hotel bills because you do not have save your money. Because you do not save your money, you will end up borrowing money in firms that in microfinances offices where the interests are very high. So you see, you become even more frustrated just because you did not know how to handle money. Remember, in school, you can never be taught how to become rich. You are only taught how to become a good employer, an employee. In fact, you're trained to be an employee, but you're supposed to know that in life you're supposed to train yourself how to be a manager. When you are a manager, you can handle money. You can know what to do with the little that you have. See you later again. Subscribe to my channel for my new subscribers, and you're good to go. I see at Flamanez, hi to you. You said hi to you. I see also you say there bye. Hamza at Hamza Jaso Air 70. I can see your channel in your channel there. You're saying what are you doing? Actually, I'm doing a small lesson concerning money, the truth about money. All my guys who have texted me, hi to you. Thank you for commenting. You can also comment more. You can also tell me on what to improve on in this channel, and you're good to go. Thank you all. Thank you all, Hamza. I can see you, Plaza. Thank you all. Bye.